Simply Southern is produced by the Alabama Farmers Federation and made possible with the support of Alabama Farmers Cooperative.
There's nothing quite like sitting down to a home-cooked meal with fresh vegetables from the garden. With Bonnie plants from your local quality co-op store, you can enjoy the freshest vegetables right from your own backyard. And no matter if you're a raised bed gardener, a rose gardener, or if you farm hundreds of acres, your quality co-op store has exactly what you need to get the most out of your plants. You'll always find what you need, plus friendly, knowledgeable advice at your local quality co-op store. There's one near you.
What we eat, what we wear. It all starts somewhere. And if it's good, it usually starts with a farmer. And that somewhere is right here in Alabama. In a field, in a barn, on a tractor. Right now, there's a farmer starting something good for all of us. And it all starts right here in Alabama.
Hello and welcome to Simply Southern. I'm Mary Wilson.
And I'm Kevin Worthington. When most folks think of bees, they think of honey, but their real value is in pollinating flowers and farm crops. Today, we'll ask a farmer questions about bees that were submitted by our viewers.
The Alabama Farmers Federation turns 100 this year, and back in 1965, the organization created its Women's Leadership Committee. Later, we'll share reflections from a couple members who have been longtime leaders within their local committees.
Stacy Little of SouthernBite.com is getting a little spicy in the kitchen today. He's making his weeknight chicken sausage jambalaya, and you're going to regret it if you miss this recipe.
It's not bragging to say some of the best chicken tenders in the country are right here in Alabama. It's just a fact. Restaurants across the state are praised for their take on these culinary gems.
That's why Finding Bama's Best was a competition for the ages, kind of like the Olympics of chicken tenders.
And in a field of worthy contenders, the gold ultimately went to Bobby's Restaurant in Eva, Alabama. He was telling me that that's his picture over there.
Sometimes we just take it for granted. Alabamians know how to prepare delicious chicken. And it helps that we start with a great product.
The Bama's Best Chicken Tender Contest really was something that we kind of did really just to promote the industry. Agriculture is the #1 industry in the state of Alabama, and the poultry industry is our #1 agricultural commodity.
So we made a pilgrimage in search of chicken tender perfection, traveling to 4 finalists selected by viewers in online voting: Crow's Chicken in Brundage, The Chicken Shack in Luverne, Jay's Hole in the Wall in Bryant, and Bobby's Restaurant in Eva. Before setting out, the judges established important criteria.
I was definitely looking for tender and kind of juicy, breading, good consistency on the breading and things like that. I prefer a good chicken sauce with my tender, so sauce was obviously very important.
A good chicken tender is a thing of beauty. All the Bama's Best Final Four outdid themselves, so for the judges, it was a tough but tasty job. In the end, we chose Bobby's Restaurant.
To hear people give you positive feedback for something that you put your whole life, hard work, effort into, I mean, there's nothing better.
Partners in marriage and business, Bobby's Restaurant owners April and John Hall have their routine down to a science.
We work in our areas. She has the back, I have the front, and we meet up from time to time, but it is good. We both love the restaurant business.
In fact, it's in April's blood. She grew up working at her parents' place, Bobby's Fisherman's Catch, which was a beloved institution. In 2015, she opened Bobby's Restaurant, named after her father, who had recently passed.
If he was here, oh my goodness, he would be so proud. She has made a fabulous, it's grown and grown and grown.
April proudly carries on her parents' traditions and recipes, including the one for chicken tenders.
We marinate ours in buttermilk for 24 hours, and then the breading is my mom's recipe. We hand bread them, keep good fresh oil. That's the key to any kind of deep frying. Good oil and good spices and homemade sauce.
It's not just chicken tenders that keep people coming. Other menu items are crowd pleasers. Plus, folks find the decor comforting.
I wanted an atmosphere that people, I guess, can relate their past to, something that their grandfather had collected, or something that they collect now.
The homey environment has made Bobby's a gathering place for many loyal customers.
We know nearly everybody that comes, so it's a place to visit too.
Our great-grandkids love to come to Bobby's. That's one of their favorite things, so we come to bring them.
Since winning Bama's Best Chicken Tenders, Bobby's customer base has grown beyond Eva. People have traveled miles. To April and John, the newcomers are now part of the family.
We say once we get a customer, we've got them, we're keeping them.
If you're thinking about making a trip to Bobby's, April has a few guarantees.
You're gonna get good, fresh ingredients. We're gonna use real food. You're gonna feel at home. You're gonna be greeted with a smile. It is worth the drive to come, and it's gonna be a fabulous experience.
For Simply Southern, I'm Melissa Bowman.
It's easy to see how much John and April Hall really love what they do, and they love the community of Eva just as much. Like so many restaurant owners, they were hard hit during the pandemic, and they say they couldn't have survived without the overwhelming support they received from their community.
We'd like to thank all the restaurants that participated in Bama's Best Chicken Tenders. To learn more about them and the contest, just search Bama's Best Chicken Tenders on our website, simplysouthern.tv.net.
Coming up after the break, we continue our commemoration of the Alabama Farmers Federation Centennial with a look back at the contributions of Women's Leadership Committee members.
If you prefer emailed invoices instead of stacks of mail lying around, Alpha policies are eligible for e-bill. You can also reduce the amount of mail you receive when you sign up for electronic documents for auto. Once you register your policy at alphainsurance.com or through the Alpha To Go app, you'll be able to access important documents in just a few clicks. You'll also have access to view and download your ID cards, view policy details, e-file, e-pay, and text to pay. It's never been easier to do business with Alpha.
Soybean is a very versatile product. We make crayons out of it.
A lot of the combines you see rolling through the fields have a lot of plastic side panels that are made from a soy product.
The soybeans that we grow on our farm mostly goes into chicken feed.
Soybean production in Alabama employs over 10,000 people.
We grow some of the best soybeans in the world.
We go the extra mile to make sure when our name is stamped on it, we know it's the best product we can produce.
Redland Farms grew to Redland Cotton with the help of Alabama Farm Credit. After World War II, my grandpa bought land to start a farm, which was passed down to my dad. Now, my dad and I are producing quality American products from the cotton we grow right here on this farm. Through our relationship with Alabama Farm Credit, we are bringing jobs to Alabama and creating a legacy for future generations to come.
Get discounts on national brands and at local businesses with your Alpha Farmers membership. Members save hundreds with Ford, John Deere, Case IH, and Caterpillar. Plus, enjoy special rates at Choice and Wyndham Hotels. Benefits include rewards at Office Depot, Priester's Pecans, tourism destinations, and more. Download the Alpha Perks app, visit alphafarmers.org/perks, or stop by your local Alpha office and start saving today.
Wear long pants, long sleeve shirts, and closed-toed shoes. Don't be ticked. Use repellents with 20% DEET on skin and 0.5% permethrin on gear and clothing. Don't be ticked. Avoid sitting on rotten logs or stumps. Don't be ticked. Protect yourself from serious tick-borne illnesses and seek timely treatment to prevent long-term problems. No hunters were angered in the making of this film.